Hi, Julia Watts here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to do the back side of this tag page that I created in a previous video, and it's using the tab 6 with sliders from Elizabeth Craft Design. So this doesn't have a slider on it, so on the other side we're going to actually use the slider part of it, which is this die here. So as I said, this is tab 5 with sliders. You do get reinforcements with this as well, which are the ovals that you can see on this side here. We're going to use the film strip, and that's it actually. And we're also using the tag is the largest tag from the tab 4 with tags. All of this you'll find over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk. And we're also going to use my favourite note pieces, which is 1739. I'm also using from the art journal collection this die here, this floral die here, just as an embellishment, which I don't have in stock, but you can probably find it on the Elizabeth Craft Designs website. Okie dokie. So in the previous video, which the link is in the description for this video, I did this side, which is a little bit wonky, which I'm going to have to live with, unfortunately. And I've inked on this side through with the Fairy Hugs Fairy Buds stencil with Picket fence, just to add a little bit of interest to it. And I believe that the background paper is from a Heartfelt Creations 12 by 12 pack. I don't have the front sheet from it, but it's I think it's Heartfelt Creations. So to start with, what I'm going to do is I am actually going to put my reinforcers on, and these are from reinforcement pack 3, which I do have in stock. So you can see that little motif there. So let's get these on. These have all got double-sided adhesive on the back. Get hold of them. And do I want to have them that way or the other way? Because we've got lines on the paper. Let's have them this way. If I get these on here, then I know how much space I'm dealing with. Obviously you can mix and match the reinforcers, do different colours. They're great for if you've just got a little strip of paper left over, which quite often happens when you cut in your pages or your tags or your your note pieces and whatever else you're putting on your page. And if you've just got a strip, just run some double-sided adhesive on the back, and you can pop a reinforcement die through, and there's no waste, which I really like. And just keep, and if you're not ready to use them straight away, just keep them in pots or polythene bags or one of those divided storage units that you get, those little trays, and they'll be ready to use whenever you want to. Pop that on there like so. I do like reinforcers, I think they're great. And then this is obviously from the other side, and you get several different reinforcements for the tags in that die set. Okay, so that's on there. Right, so we've got the film strip, and this is the slider. Now it's very delicate, and it's meant to go up and down. You do need to actually cut it out of a reasonable strength card. It won't go up and down forever because it's actually very, very close to the edge there of the circle. So I'm actually going to highlight one picture and then stick it down. That's what I'm going to do. And so previously that's on double-sided adhesive, but this hasn't got any adhesive on the back, so I can use the slider. First, let's get our note pieces on, because I want to have this on here, I think. To get this on, then I'll be ready to stick it down. I am going to just distress this, I think, and just use a pokey tool just to distress the edges. Do a tear, and I will actually ink around the edges with a little bit of, where is it? There it is, Scorched Timber oxide. I could have actually used Picket fence, which might have been quite nice, but we go with Scorched Timber because it's always on my desk. I've had all these papers for years that I haven't used because I love them so much, and now I'm just starting to use them. I've also got another note pieces here which I'm not going to distress, and we'll just edge this as well. Great torn edges on these dies. Obviously you could just tear your own edges, but my torn edges aren't always how I want them. Probably won't see this edge that's got the holes in it, but okay, that's all done. Let's get this on here. So if you want to do, if you're doing a tag like this and you want to do stamping, do all the stamping before you start sticking one side down, because obviously if you've got card at different levels on one side, then it's going to bow. I was going to use tape, but we're using glue. So let's have it quite far over, I think. And let's see if we can do all this straightish. It'd be really nice if I could do this straightish. And so this will come, when I've done it, this will come there like that, and I think we'll overlap that slightly, like so. I'm not going to stick that down yet. Think, Julia, what are you going to do? Right, we'll put that to one side. Let's do these pictures first. I'll just pop that underneath my mat so that glue sticks. And because I've got flowers on the other side, I've got some more little pictures of some of the flowers in my garden in July. So we've got some fuchsias, you can see, and Nemesia, which I think is meant to be that way up. And we've got some petunias, maybe if you can see these. And I can't remember what that's called. I think it's something like red lips or something like that. But the bees absolutely love that plant. I didn't plant it, I inherited it. That's Cosmos. And then my amazing banana plant that I bought for £8 June last year. And there's about 6 little, well, not little plants that are growing off of it. It's like a banana plantation down the end of my garden. Wonderful. Right, so let's figure out which way I was going to do it. So my slider, I think, is going to highlight. Is it going to highlight that one or that one? I need to figure out which one it's going to highlight. Yes, it's going to highlight the second one. So I want the second one to be this cherry lips or whatever it's called. So we'll perhaps have, let's have the, I knew what I wanted to do, fuchsias, then them. Then we'll have Cosmos, and I might put the Cosmos down like that, in that way, so that I can actually see the flower. Then we'll have some Nemesia and then the banana plant at the bottom. That's the order we're going to do it. Okie dokie. Right, so the problem is getting them to stick. And I've printed these out using Pick Collage, but I think printer size, if you're on Apple, might be easier. They're about 1 inch wide and 7 1/8 inch deep. You have to fiddle around a wee bit. So, how to do this, Right, so let's put a little bit of glue here and here, like so. And then I'm going to actually dab most of that glue off so that it doesn't smudge all over my pictures. And we're going to drop this into place. Like so. It doesn't have to be straight because nobody will be able to tell the angle of that I've taken the picture at. And so again, clean the nozzle a bit. We're going to have a little bit of glue there, and a little bit of glue just here. I don't like using glue on photographs. It's very uncomfortable. And then we're going to grab our ruby lips or whatever it's called, and that's going to go like so. How are we looking? Let's go over slightly. Getting the size right is very difficult because it's it's a very fine line. Don't turn them over again, Julia. Right, okay. So we're going to continue doing that. I'll do a couple of glues actually, might be easier. Take that off so there's no oozing. And grab the Cosmos. Actually, if it's not quite wide enough, it doesn't actually show, which is quite nice. And then we've got, oh, we're having a little bit more glue there. This is my Nemesia. I've got that in quite a few different colours. And we have a little bit more glue. I'm not going to bother putting glue on the side of the slider. I'm just going to run some tape along the pictures and hope they don't move. But I'm going to leave them to one side so I know what they're doing for a second. Oh, I forgot to tap that. Oh well. You're big enough. Hopefully you are. One more. I don't know about you, I always talk to my bits of photographs and die cuts. Maybe I'm going a little bit mad. Just a little bit. And my banana plant. There is another film strip die, there's a bigger film strip die, which is a lot easier to use because you've got wider little bars to put with your tape and to have your photographs overhanging and stuff. So, but you know, this is nice to put on a smaller page. I'm just going to leave those for a second. Now I'm not going to sure whether I'm going to use this or not. This is the camera die that you get on the tab 5 with sliders. So all I've done is I've just cut, I don't know why I didn't cut all of it actually, that would have been easier. But I've just cut part of the one twice, if you see what I mean. Now if I'd have cut the whole thing, I could have used the right hand side so it wouldn't have had score lines on it, but I didn't do that because I didn't think about that. So what I'm going to do is just, the idea is you fold it and then you've got a whole camera, but if you want a different colour behind, you've got to kind of cut it twice. You could put a little bit of acetate in the middle if you wanted to. Let's dab that off as well. Would land that way up, wouldn't it? Cheeky thing. And we'll let that set and then trim it. But I don't know if I'm going to use it. I think the idea is that it goes at the top of your film strip. So it goes up there. But I don't know as I'm going to use it. I haven't made my mind up. Let's clean that up. This will come in, this will be here somewhere, and we'll highlight that one. And so I'm going to stamp one of the little bees from the Fairy Hugs FHS 178 bees set. Unfortunately, I'm out of stock of this, and I won't be getting any more because Fairy Hugs were closing, but it seems that they've reopened again. I'm not sure whether they're going to bring any new products out or whether they're just selling stuff off. I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway, if you need it, it might be available over there. Fairy Hugs is an American company. So I just thought it'd be nice to have a little bee stamped heading off to the, whatever it's called, lips or whatever it's called, cherry lips, ruby lips. Like so. Okay, where's my page? It's down here somewhere. Okay, so that will come in here like that. I don't want to turn it over yet because I know the glue's not dry. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'll just pause and we'll come back to it and when the glue's dry. Okay, so the glue's dry enough for me to actually do something with at the moment, so which is great. So I've just popped my slider on, and this is the photograph it's going to highlight. See if I can get it straight around there. My What's It lips, and so it'll come on here like so, and the bee's heading up towards it. So that's the position that I need that in. So let's get this stuck. I'm going to put this on with tape, I think. See, I have all these plans about what I'm going to do, and then I kind of forget what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I don't know if it's my age or what. Where's my scissors? I do actually prefer to, I know you can tear this tape, but I do prefer to, I find it easier to take the back off when I use my scissors. You find the method that works for you. Right, so I think we said it was going to be about like that. It doesn't matter whether the note pieces is straight because it's a torn edge, and that edge is going to be hidden. So let's get tape on the back of this. And I do want to get this on straight if I can. I don't know what I'm like. I'm just going to tape it along the middle because it's not in my planner. It's not for a birthday card or anything like that. So obviously, like I say, if you want the slider to move, then you don't want to be taping the whole thing down. But let's see, I want it straight. I think that is a little bit higher than I wanted it, but you know, we're just going to have to work with it, aren't we? I'm going to stand up so I can see, and then I still probably won't get it straight. I think it's straightish. It's going down anyway. Oh dear, honestly, I drive myself nuts. It looks pretty straight to me this time, whereas before it did not look straight at all. So I haven't left enough room for that anyway. But if I wanted to use it, I could just use the indentation line to just round off, like so. And so it could go there if we wanted it to, but it's not going to. But that's the idea of it. So my B was a little bit high up, but yeah. So yeah, we're not using that in this instance, but that's how it works. So my final little bit is to add on a flower, because I thought it might be nice to have a flower down here, if it fits, which it does just about, and just have a little bit of an overlap. So this is from the art journal die. This is from 1783, the floral insert, and it's this die here. And I've got double-sided adhesive on the back. And let's see if we can get this where I want it. That'll be a challenge, won't it? I thought white would be okay because of the fact that I've got picket fence on the back. We can just, oh, I've got a little fibre there. We can just overlap that film strip just a wee bit. And I think I'm done with my page 2. Looks good, doesn't it? I'm happy with that. Happy with that because it's still not 100% straight, but it's straighter than that one. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you found it useful. Don't forget you'll find the dies that I've used, except for this one, over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and also the stencil, and but not the bee stamp, unfortunately, but I'm sure you've got lots of little bees in your collection. Do like and subscribe at my YouTube channel if you're not already. I'm building up quite a nice library of Elizabeth's Craft Designs videos in there, and of course there's lots and lots of videos from products from other brands too. And don't forget, you can watch part 1, and I will include the details of how the link for how I made this first page, first side, in the description for this, and you'll see in the description everything that I've used. And thank you for watching.